The things I've done to my poor animals, they will never love me. I've done terrible things. I used to...
Oh, no. I don't know if you want to go there, Shane. What'd you do?
One time, I laid my cat down on her back.
Are you going to get arrested for this?
I don't know. No.
Think about it.
I don't think so.
Okay, go ahead.
I didn't penetrate. I laid the cat down on her back, and then I moved her little chicken legs, like, spread open or whatever. And I was like, if I just, like, hump, but, like, on her tummy, like, that's not weird. Like, whatever. And then I humped it, and it kept going. And I came all over the cat.
No, you did not.
It was, like, my first sexual experience.
No
I was also,
way.
like, 19, so it's like,
Wait a minute.
Wait a second. Did you just say you came on a cat?
Guys,
So quite recently, audio of Shane Dawson on a podcast from around 10 years ago or so, I believe it was leaked, and basically inside of this podcast, he made a joke about fucking his cat, and this blew up. He was #1 on trending on Twitter in the United States because of this, and obviously that's not very good when it's about you fucking your cat. Like, every single person in the world can basically see this, and he did release a statement about this on Twitter, which I'll read in a minute, but this is very funny, obviously. Because of this, everybody basically made jokes about this, which I'll play first, and yeah.
So that's it there. You get a little bit of shit on the internet for sharing a relationship that's a little bit peculiar, and all of a sudden I don't exist. All them times I rubbed up against your legs when you were feeling sad, all them times I let you do those things to me because you told me I could have tuna for dinner. And this is how you repay me? Oh, you better find another place to come, Shane Dawson, because this kitty is closed for business. Oh, and by the way, this isn't Shane's cat. Gotcha, idiots.
Because it's something that you can't really joke about. Like, it's a guy who joked about fucking his cat, and now has to start 2019 with, I did not fuck my cat, I did not come on my cat, I didn't put my dick anywhere near my cat, I've never done anything weird with my cat, I promised myself I wasn't gonna make an apology video after last year's thing, so I'm just trying to be as short and honest as possible with this. I've apologized many times for all the dumb shit I've said in videos and podcasts over the years, and I've learned my lesson over and over again, and I'm more confident now in my ability to be entertaining just by being myself, and not being so confident in being so shocking for laughs. The story was fake and based on a dumb, awful sketch idea I had years ago that I never made, thank God, and when the opportunity came up for a funny moment in a podcast, I told it as if it was a real story, which was disgusting and very, very dumb. My goal with the podcast and my videos years ago was to tell shocking stories that many people would laugh at and scream, "Oh my God, no you didn't," and think I was so crazy. It's embarrassing and I fucking hate myself for it. Now that I'm making stuff I love and am being myself, it feels so much better, and I finally feel like I'm putting stuff out into the world that means something. I'm not saying I hate everything I've made over the years. There's so many things I'm proud of, but all of my offensive jokes, over the top stories, and insensitive jokes are something that still haunt me and something I have to be faced with every day over the internet, and it never gets easier. So I'm sorry for what I said about my cat, I'm sorry for what I said about anything or anyone that was offensive, and I'm sorry for being someone who thought being super offensive and shocking all the time was funny. I'm sorry for my past, but I'm ready to make it right, and I feel without my past, I wouldn't be who I am today, and I wouldn't be able to grow and spend my energy on things that actually mean something. This has been the best 2 years of my life, and it's because I've been able to drop the act and be myself, and I'm sorry for not doing it sooner. So I believe the apology from Shane right there was very good. I believe it was handled the right way, and it was pretty much the best way to handle a situation like this. Basically apologize and say that the story was fake. Because of how badly the joke was made, nobody could really tell for sure, other than the fact that, oh, it's Shane, he must be joking. Like, apart from that, you had nothing to go over when questioning if the story was real or not. But I do disagree that he apologized for making such jokes, like offensive jokes and stuff. I think anybody should be able to joke about anyone or anything, as long as the joke is funny and it can be seen as a joke. Unlike his cat joke, like, he told it as a story. I believe that's what he was going for, like, they think I fucked my cat, but in secret I didn't. I actually just gave it a hug. People then change their opinions about you quite fast and genuinely believe that you fucked your cat. So he was pretty much forced to make a statement about this on Twitter because this was #1 on trending, and if he didn't say anything about this, then people are only left to question if he fucked his cat or not. And unfortunately we kind of still are. Like, there is still a chance that it happened and he just wants to backtrack. I'd like to believe that it didn't. I don't think Shane did that, but there's always a chance that that it was a true story. Especially considering the footage that I'm about to show you right now, where he has actually done some weird stuff with dogs, not cats, but with dogs. The first video I'm going to show you is of him making out with a dog. Yes, you heard that right, making out with a dog. And after that, I'll show you another video where he does something worse with a dog. And I believe all the evidence and stuff should be shown, because then we can really decide personally, like individually, what we want to decide when it comes to if he did do anything with that cat. Because here he does do stuff with a dog, and it's very, very, very weird. Now, I believe that if you're recording yourself doing something like that, then clearly you don't want to, like, you're not really going to say that you did that with a cat on a podcast which millions will see, are you? Like, clearly it must have been a joke, but does the same context apply to recording yourself basically making out with a dog and then putting your face in between its legs? Because that's what he does right now.
This is a big dog.
A big ass dog.
No, it's huge, and it runs at you.
That's a wolf. He's half wolf. Look at him. He's like, queen, give me a cat.
Queen. Out of his mouth. So gross.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Me. That was me when I was an 8th grade.
Oh my god.
He does this.
Oh yeah, daddy likes.
I don't know, I don't really think so. I don't think you should get away with that really, like, it makes it all okay. It is still very weird, and like, I feel bad for the dog, honestly. And quite recently after all this happened, the biggest coincidence in the world happened. He got engaged with somebody, and that's obviously taken attention away from this situation, which I guess he wants to happen as well. But I don't think he engaged with somebody just because he wanted to get away from the cat situation. Like, I believe he is actually happy with this person, and engaged with them because he likes him. The person he got engaged with is called Ryland Adams, and people like Jeffree Star said, you know, congratulations and stuff, and I am genuinely very happy for them. I hope they, you know, have a happy life and stuff. And then Shane tweeted out saying that this is the best night of my life, thank you guys so much for all the love, my heart is literally gonna explode. And of course people are attacking them over this, like, which I think is pretty disgusting. I think it's pretty disgusting what he did with the dog, but he's apologized, and I don't think he's the same person now as he was 10 years ago. I don't know if those two clips of him making out with the dog and then doing that with the dog are also from 10 years ago or not. Like, it seems like a more recent thing, just from the way he looks. I'm not too sure though, so don't take my word for that. But he's definitely apologized, and all this exposure and, you know, like, heat that he's been getting from this, it's definitely been a scare for him, so I don't think he will do this again, because obviously he realizes now that he's very popular, and you can't really get away with the same jokes and stuff as you could 10 years ago. And obviously times change, like hairstyles and stuff were like more acceptable years ago, but now they look weird and they're not cool anymore. And back then, stuff like this was acceptable forms of comedy, like just saying stuff and being shocking. That's like even though there's no context other than it's Shane, like, so it must be fake. That was very acceptable back then, but now it's like changed and it looks really bad on him, so.
It's a coincidence. No, coincidence.
I obviously feel really bad for the guy, and I don't want you guys to go and attack him, but I think it's important that we talk about this and just, you know, get the entire thing sorted out, and just help spread it around that he did apologize. But it's definitely now at the back of everybody's heads, and this will never die, this will never go away. It'll always be the guy that fucks cats, even though he didn't, or maybe he did. It'll always be at the back of everyone's heads right now, because this is just, it's so bizarre. Like, I've never seen anything like happen to anyone like this before, where like a big story just drops from like 10 years ago, and they then have to start 2019 with I didn't do anything with my cat. And to top it all off, soon he's gonna meet Susan Wojcicki. I think that's how you pronounce the second name, but I could be wrong, which is basically the CEO of YouTube, the owner of YouTube. And he basically jokingly tweeted at her, I think it was a joke at least, asking if she'd like to have some tea with him and discuss the YouTube algorithm and, you know, how stuff works and what creators want to tell her and their thoughts and improvement suggestions about the website and, you know, the system and stuff. Just to chat about YouTube essentially. And she actually replied saying saying yes. So now they're gonna meet up, and this is gonna be awkward between them, I believe. Because no doubt on my mind that she's heard about this. She must have heard about this. Maybe this actually cancelled the entire, agreement. If it has, neither party has said anything about this, but it's definitely gonna be awkward if it does happen. But that's it for this video. Let me know what you thought about it down below. And leave a like if you liked it, leave a dislike if you didn't like it, leave a comment down below saying what you thought about the video. And with that being said, have a nice day, and peace.